Did you know that your subconscious is responsible for 95% of why you show up the way that you do in your romantic relationship? Leslie Wells, Connection Coach here. I help individuals heal, thrive, repair, improve, and connect more deeply in their romantic relationships by looking at things through an attachment lens and helping them to understand their attachment style and their partners and what that means for them in the relationship. So your subconscious is mostly responsible, with about 5 to 7% not responsible, for all of the things that you do, for your behaviors, your decisions, your choices, good behavior and bad behavior, your emotional reactivity, how you show up for your partner, and why you do what you do. And your subconscious wounds and triggers come from your childhood, a lot of them. And those childhood messages create an attachment style, which then creates a blueprint that you take forward into your other relationships thereafter and show up usually in your marriage, or at some point they start to create a lot of problems and things eventually blow up. And that's usually when people come to see me. If you want to know what's in your subconscious because you have a hard time accessing it, and if you are someone with avoidant attachment or even fearful avoidant attachment, you probably have a really hard time accessing the true subconscious things, the thing under the thing under the thing that is really happening when you and your partner get into conflict. So in order to be able to bring the subconscious to the conscious so you can actually do something and deal with it and figure out tools to show up differently and to have new behaviors, you have to have more than understanding. You have to actually access that and then get the tools. Understanding will let you know why you're doing what you do and what you're doing, but then you have to get the tools to actually change what's happening and rewire those subconscious thoughts, which is a lot of what I do in my coaching practice. But a key thing to be able to do to bring thoughts from your subconscious that need to be addressed into consciousness is to actually be able to receive feedback from your partner without getting defensive. If you are a dismissive avoidant, you probably get defensive, or at some point after that, you shut down and withdraw and pull away because it's too much to hear. But ultimately, if you're going to be able to acknowledge these things, you have to be able to stay in the moment and not get defensive. You have to be able to accept feedback and then look at it. If someone says that you are controlling, you need to take a step back and you need to say, hey, you know what? I do tend to control when I don't feel safe. I do this as a way to protect myself. And you need to be able to acknowledge that, look it in the face, put words to it, and speak it out loud to your partner so that they understand that you're owning it. If you are someone that immediately gets defensive, it's important to bring that to the subconscious, not just tuck it away and run from it and say, hey, I do tend to get defensive when a partner brings me feedback. I do tend to take it as criticism instead of a bid for connection or an opportunity to create something better and heal something or create a situation that works better for both of us. I do tend to do that as a way to protect myself. And then you start to get curious. What am I protecting myself from? What are the behaviors or the problems that my partner is bringing me? What do they say about what I am protecting? And I guarantee you're either protecting yourself or you're also protecting the relationship in your own way. So the key to being able to bring things that are in the subconscious to consciousness so that they can actually be worked out and dealt with and your relationship improve and your relationship to self improve is to actually be able to challenge and get curious about feedback that pops into your brain from yourself and those thoughts, and especially feedback from your partner. If you automatically get defensive every time your partner brings you something, you're not going to be able to even begin your healing work. And at some point, your partner is going to get fed up and get to this place of hopelessness where they realize that every time they bring you something, you're not able to hold space for it. And at that point, they're probably going to quit and nothing is going to get resolved. So put away the defensiveness and start getting curious. If you and your partner need help with this, I do one-on-one coaching and I do two-on-one coaching. And two-on-one coaching is a great way for me to be able to hear how you guys sound and how you speak to one another and where you're not speaking in full vulnerability and really speaking with words that are truthful about the situation. And having someone else come in and hear the truth that you're not able to speak or put words to yet is a game changer when it comes to actually bringing things to consciousness that need to be addressed and starting to examine and get curious about those things.